Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more of the Kirby Canvas Curse playthrough. Before we get started here, just want to very quickly show you my progress right now on this file. We have 32 medals out of the 250 total, and we have only 11.8% clear of the game, which does not seem like much at all, but at this point we're about halfway through the actual main game, so we're a lot further than what this is actually implying. And again, I'll go over all the extra stuff, or how I intend to cover the extra stuff at a future date and time. For now, let's go ahead and actually continue with our adventure here. We are currently in the middle of level 4, Neo Grio, or Nedgred, as some people have been calling it. I have no idea. I feel like Neo Grio makes the most sense just because of Neo Geo. But I suppose those O's could be D's. I really don't know. But yeah, we are one level away from finishing this. We have Paleto Palpolis. So I guess we have another one of those very colorful kind of town city levels. Also, I believe we have all the medals so far, so I think at some point in this level we will be blocked off by a gate, so we need to keep that in mind. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this level started. From the get-go, if you look on the map at the top, there is definitely a hidden door, and sure enough, that hidden door is blocked by the switch we were just talking about, so we're going to have to skip that one. But that's okay. Once we do get that switch, that'll be a very, very easy medal to actually get. So at the very least, we'll be able to use that to our advantage. So let's do this. If you want to get that 1-up, you just bring it down, I guess. But I don't think we need the stone ability for anything, so not going to worry about that too much. Just going to do our normal thing here, just make it through this room as quickly and as normally as possible, because, yeah, we can't exactly get anything in the as far as the medals in this room anyway, so may as well just kind of keep things moving. So right here, we're going to have to block off the Shatso by drawing a simple line. We'll go ahead and block this one off too, although it seems pretty neutral about shooting at us though. Also, this classic Kirby remix that we got playing right now. Okay, so that is the first room done. We have this room now. This room will actually be a bit of a gauntlet, if you couldn't tell by just the number of things going on here. So we have a bomb block. Let's go ahead and break that open. And we have to kind of go around this room and find switches to unlock all the random doors that are kind of blocking our progress here. So we're going to need to do that. Again, this is a room that's, when you see a room this intricate and this interesting, chances are you're going to have something to do with this when you get to the Rainbow Run challenges. Just something you can probably expect. I forget if it's the time trial or the line attack one. I want to say it's the line attack one just because, again, you have to think that doing all of this with as few lines as possible could be a fairly interesting technical ability there. So let's go ahead, open up the red door. That'll open not only the door in front of us, but that red door back there. And that will be the first of the few doors we need to unlock. Let's go ahead and grab the midway point there. As you can see, because it's been a while since my last recording of this, my lives have actually reset, so I no longer have the number of lives I had before. I'm back down to 4, so gotta keep that in mind when you're kind of going through this game, is that every time you turn off the game, you won't have lives to retry certain sections of the game. Thankfully, though, this game is pretty short, so I feel like in this recording session I might actually just finish the game. Just so I can get through all the normal levels and do all that kind of stuff. So right here you want to go up, because we just actually came from being on the bottom side of that room anyway. we go, break that. I believe up here we're going to have our second set of switches. This time we're going to unlock the blue door. Now here's the thing, you do have to specifically open the blue door there. You can't like skip ahead or use yellow or anything like that. I don't think the game would allow you to do that. It's an interesting thought to see if you can maybe like sequence break this, but no. Each door is tied to, or each set of switches is tied to one specific door. Come on. Come on, Kirby. I know you're just a ball, but you're the best ball I know. I know, that just sounds so beautiful, doesn't it? Okay, so up here we have one last door we need to unlock. Unless this is the... Oh, no, that is the right door. But we're not going to actually go in that door yet, because we still need to get that medal that's over there. And thankfully, I don't think the medal is in too much of a bad location. Okay, I do need to hit that switch that's down here, though. There we go. Get up here, back up here again. Oh, we're not done yet. Oh no, we have one minor annoyance left. As we open that up, and thankfully we have the health to spare. It's funny, because in my practice playthrough I did all of this with just one health bar. Or not one health bar, but like 4 health. The default number of health. And yeah, I believe I did die in this room, so it's a lot I had to redo because of that. But thankfully the room is done. Now we can actually move down here. I'm not sure if we actually will need Beam, but it will make, well, okay, no, I don't need to do that. But yeah, we'll make that room a little easier. Ooh, that was close. Thankfully I hit the switch just in time. Damn it! I was sideswiped, guys. I was sideswiped. It's all good, though. Go over the exit, go back down here, and there we go. And that's a very painful coin to miss, too, if you accidentally hit the exit. Because if you hit that exit, you have to do the entire level over again, including that one long second room. So, yeah, don't miss that. So now they're done with that, we're back at the boss minigames. We've done all the boss minigames once now, but we do have to do them a second time. So let's go ahead and go back in the same order we did before. We're going to do level 2 of Krakow. But before we do, though, let's go ahead and read the further instructions, because we only read this first page. Bounce Kirby into blocks, beat all the foes to move on. Then we have crash into foes, defeat them, tap blocks to weaken them. And then there are many block types. Tap to set those off. The lightning blocks hurt. Beat Krakow on the last stage. So there you go. And yeah, like I said before, like the further we get in this game, kind of the more we see of our ultimate foe here. So we need to, you know, we definitely need to look out for that as we make our way to the end. So yeah, this is basically just a harder variation of the stage we played before. But it's still pretty much the same, like, idea here. so it's, you know, it's Breakout. It's Breakout. And again, I'm not really a huge fan of this, because I don't know, I just feel like it's really hard to aim with the paddle in this. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like this should be the game I like the most, but honestly, if I'm being completely honest, I'm just not a fan of this one. And it's even worse when you get to, like, the actual, like, well, I'll get into that later since it's not really relevant right now. Well, actually, I'll actually be able to talk about it at the end of this section anyway. Let's go ahead and get Kirby up here. Come on. One thing you can kind of do that I'm not really taking advantage of, full advantage of, is that, you know, obviously breaking the blocks. Whenever you're, like, tapping the blocks, you make them weaker, and if you crack them, Kirby will be able to go straight through them. So technically, that's a way you can kind of make this a little faster if you just manage to break the blocks along the way. I just don't have the greatest reflexes when it comes to that. So yeah, here we are. We are on stage 4, and... oh, never mind. For a minute, I thought we were doing the boss stage, but no. I just had to tap Kirby to get started. But yeah, not much you have to do here. You're not on a time limit or anything. It's really just kind of, you know, playing this game and trying to get through here. Not really as quickly as you can, but as safely as you can, since the only way you can lose this, at least in the main game anyway, is just by, you know, dying. And thankfully, you can't really die. The only thing that's going to hurt you are, like, obstacles, and I think the boss himself, so... as long as you're just, you know, smart and safe, you should be fine. Okay, here he is. Good old Kracko. Now, every time you hit Kracko, part of his cloud will disappear. And I'm getting hit pretty badly. All you gotta do is get him in the eye. I mean, where else are you gonna hit Kracko, right? And there we go. Kracko has been defeated. You win! Indeed. Let's get our Kirby dance going, and, well, we are officially at the halfway point in terms of numbers of worlds. And I can safely confirm that, because if we go back to the main screen... well, first of all, we unlock Rainbow Run level 4, and we also unlock Block Attack as a sub-game. So I'll go ahead and talk about that too. But first of all, we know we're halfway done because, well, there's 8 slots on this wheel, so that clearly means that there's going to be 8 worlds in the game. So let's go ahead and go back here really quick. Sub-games is now unlocked. Sub-games are basically the boss mini-games. In order to unlock them, you have to beat both levels of the boss in question. So next time we get the boss selection, we won't have Kracko to select anymore. So, yeah, we have the, what's it called? Block Attack. And yeah, that's basically what this is. As you can see, there's further instructions this time. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay, so yeah, these are basically the kind of the scores you'll get along the way. And then you get the, basically the instruction here where if you get level 3 A rank, you get 1 medal. Because if you select start, you have 3 levels as opposed to 2. Level 1 and level 2 will be, you know, fairly similar to what you'd come to expect from the, you know, normal boss levels that we did. Level 3 is more of an endurance test where, yeah, you'll have a lot of levels to go through. I want to say it's even infinite levels to go through. And you have a time limit that you're currently facing off against. And the better you do, the higher your rank will be. And if you manage to get an A rank, you will get a medal for this particular sub-game. And that's where you'll actually get 3 of the medals in this game. There'll be 1 medal for basically each sub-game. And gonna go ahead and say this right now. That's probably why this won't be a 100% playthrough of this game. In addition to having to play all the story mode levels like 5 times. Because these are really, really hard. Like, you need to, basically, I don't want to say you have to perfect these games, because, you know, obviously, there are ranks beyond an A rank. There's like a AA rank and a AAA rank for each of the stages. But still, you have to get really good at these, and I'm personally not great at them. I'll definitely show them off and give my best attempts, and if I get the medal, great. But if I don't, I'm not going to stress it out too much, but I did want to point it out there that is where some of these medals will end up being, is there's going to be one for each subgame. So yeah, now that we got that out of the way, I'm going to do one more thing. We're going to go to Medal Swap, because I believe we have enough to get the final Vitality boost, or Life boost. So we're going to go ahead and pick that up. And now that we have all of these, we can actually start spending our medals on other things. I technically probably will not buy anything else until I get to the end of the game anyway. But yeah, there are going to be more things available later on, so just kind of keep that in mind. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and continue our adventure. Going to go back to the main game, and we're going to start level 5, Blue Hills. And that's B-L-O-O. I just love how they're all named after colors, but they're like misspelled colors. They're, you know, represented in different ways, which is kind of funny. So here we go, level 5 Blue Hills, stage number 1, we have Cold Course. I almost read that as Gold Course, but I believe it's Cold Course because, guess what? We have ice. That's right, we have our first, quote-unquote, ice level here. Not much to really say about, like, ice and snow in this game. I mean, it's, you know, you'd expect it to be slippery, but I don't think it really honestly impacts the game, like, that much, if I'm being honest. It still treats it like normal ground and everything. Also, this door, even though it is a door, chances are that it's going to just give us a coin because, yeah, like, it's not at the end of the room, it's at the very beginning, it's hidden behind a wall, so naturally, we can pretty much expect that to be an available coin that we can get. But you may have also noticed that, yeah, this level actually will have one of our switches. So the switch we need, the green switch, will be in this particular world, so we'll definitely try to grab that after we're done here. I don't know if we'll actually, you know, finish, like, go back and get the switches we missed earlier, but at the very least, we know that that's going to be something we'll be doing in the future. We'll see how I'm doing for time before I make that call, I guess. If you want to go back for that item, you can, but I don't think there's going to be any need for that. Let's keep on rolling. Keep on rolling as Kirby balls do. Whenever you see those ice blocks, that's obviously going to be key for you to smack them open with your stylus. And looks like we do have a new Kirby power here. We have the freeze ability. With freeze, you will slide around on the ground for a while, which, I mean, makes sense. That's normally what Freeze Kirby does, I'd say. Kind of annoying, though, that I lost it, and now I'm going to be getting beat up. But here, we got the medal. That's all I really care about. We can grab it again right here anyway. So let's freeze on. I want to say freeze is another ability that, oh, why is it not letting me use it? There we go. Freeze is another ability that you actually gain like quite a bit of speed whenever you use it on like those on the rainbow lines. Sorry, I couldn't think of what I was trying to say there. So you can use that to get a little boost of speed. I'm gonna just stay the course here, not worry about these stars. See something down there. We're going to take the road less traveled here. Well, I will. If I don't die anyway. And sure enough, here we go. We are at the green switch. Let's see if we can do this properly. There we go. There we go. So yeah, with that green switch, we can now go back to Worlds 3 and 4 and grab the star medals that we missed. So that's nice. Like I said, probably not going to do that right away, but it is something we'll be doing in one of the future videos coming up. So now we have this room. This room is pretty lengthy. This is quite a puzzling room, I'll say that much. Not as puzzling as the room we did before in Paletto Palace, but still, there's quite a bit of stuff going on here, I'll say that much. So we need to climb this room and descend this room. That's right, both ascend and descend at the same time. Because all these switches will make very specific ice blocks in this room break. So we have to kind of go back and forth trying to unlock all the doors. And I think this is another one. I think this is like a case where in Rainbow Run, this is both the line attack and the speed attack or speedrun challenge. Or time trial, I guess. And it's a pretty big room you have to optimize. So you have to be really, really careful. Okay, thank God we got this. I'm trying to remember which room this is, because I know there's... Because there's like 2 ice levels in the game. Well, I got some health at least. Okay, so I think what we want to do here is we're going to go down here a little bit. So we need to open this. Then we're going to go back up this way. Hit this switch. Hit that, so we can free the cannonball. Cannonball will break open this, which will unlock the door, which will give us our final star medal. See, that wasn't so hard. Maybe needlessly complicated, but not hard. Maybe not even complicated is the right word, just convoluted. So right here, just take your time. You got to avoid all the icicles. Honestly, just kind of keep drawing lines and keep redrawing lines. That way you're covered from different sides. And there you go. That, ladies and gentlemen, was Cold Course. So now, let's go ahead and do a lovely dash jump. Not bad. I don't think it's going to be a record, but hey. That's a pretty decent run. It's going to give us an extra life, going to give us a little bit of excess stars. And yeah, honestly, feel pretty good about that one. So I think I'm going to actually go ahead and end it here. I know we only did 2 levels today, but we also did a boss level. And we also went over some extra information, so I think that's going to be a good place to stop. And then that way we can just kind of maybe work our way to maybe starting a world at the start of a world for once at some point. So yeah, thank you for watching, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Kirby Canvas Curse. Later, folks.